live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Anime Church. We mess up, but actually this time I don't think there are any technical difficulties, but let's get them to talk just a second, just to make sure. I think everything is set up. What's up, guys?
Periwinkle.
Okay, yeah, your audio is working on
Sure.
OBS, so hopefully everything is good on stream. But hi, guys.
Hopefully, I don't
Welcome
sound
back.
choppy.
Actually, you sound pretty good. You sound good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
You've,
hope it
you've
stays that
actually
way.
been sounding clearly this whole time, and I'm like, what is going on? This is awesome. All right.
Bright light.
Bright light.
Okay, so we have a whole heck of a lot to cover, and we're gonna have fun. This may turn into a 3 to 4 hour show. We don't know. There's just
Real quick, Fenris, can you hook me up?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second.
send nudes. Yeah.
You're good.
Fantastic. Oreos.
God damn it. Just another bit of internet magic happening here on Anime Church. Welcome to Anime Church, the church where you don't have to dress up in spiffy clothing. You can cosplay anything you want. No judgment here. Yeah, that's us. Welcome. For those of you, I hope those of you who were at the con, and we are going to do a little bit of a con review at the beginning, just a quick one. But at the con with us, we had a really, really fun Anime Church. We had people interacting with us about the topics we were talking about, which was great. I love that. So, guys, if you could, we're going to share a lot of these topics. We're going to talk about them, obviously. We're going to have our own thoughts and opinions about stuff. And then we'd like to get your thoughts and opinions about this in the comments as well. So please, please, please share in the chat what you think about a lot of these stories. We got a lot to go through, man. There was some crazy news this week, and we're catching up on some stuff that we weren't able to cover from last week. We've got three
time
shows.
constraints because of last week.
Yeah, we got 3 shows. Dude, I'm worn out. I was today is the last day that my biological niece is in town, and we went to big wave pool water park with it has 5 slides, and then every 2 minutes they have the waves and stuff. I had to walk up 4 flights of stairs, and my asthma does not appreciate that, and I'm out of shape and all that stuff. So yeah, it was I am physically exhausted from that, but damn, I was really happy to spend time with my 12-year-old niece and stuff, and she really enjoyed herself, had a good time. She was sad that I only got to spend an hour with her there because had to come back and get ready for the show and all that jazz. Making sure that I watched Tower of God before. But yeah, we're covering 3 different shows at the end of the show. So if you want to hear our reviews on the newest episode of Slime, the newest episode of Tower of God, or the new episode of season 2 of Oshi No Ko, we're going to cover that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have things to say about the OP and EDs for all of that too. So if you haven't seen them, I would suggest that you go do that and then come back so you can participate in that conversation, or you just chill with us until we start to do the reviews. And then once we start those reviews, you can head out and catch up on those shows. But yeah, there was a lot, and holy cow, some really, really good and interesting news coming out of course, Anime Expo, which is going on right now. And I added 2 last-minute stories, about 45 minutes before we were supposed to start the show. I was like, oh, because I've been refreshing to try and see what stories are coming up for Sunday at Anime Expo, and it's not been a lot yet. They haven't done all their posting for that, but there's they have a thing on Anime News Network that is essentially you click on it, and here's all the stuff from Anime Expo. It's just blanket all Anime Expo announcements and stuff, and it's been pretty cool. Crunchyroll's got a bunch of stuff coming out. We've got really good stuff dropping and a lot of teasers and trailers showing up for fall 2024 stuff, already getting hyped for the fall season. Big announcements for 2025. So much stuff to cover. Viz Media saved RWBY. There's so much to talk about. So let's go ahead and get our introductions out of the way so we can jump into that news. I know it turned into Philip DeFranco. We're going to jump into it. Yes, right when he's eating an Oreo. I'm going to do it now. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Archaeology. Praise Arceus.
He needs milk.
And
I do.
I am Federer Salary, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
I was going to say you need teddy milk, but then I was like, we all do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for choosing to spend your Sunday afternoon with us here at the best church, the anime church. Really liking that. I like that. I like that as our thing instead of we don't like. I can add the we don't judge you, wear whatever cosplay you want, but like the best church, anime church. Yeah. We talk about nerdy topics, video games, and anime, and boy, do we have a lot to cover. Whoo! Let me just go through this real quick. I didn't even bother to do a head count, and I think I need to at this point. So, on the topic of stories, and this is not covering the reviews that we're going to be doing. We have, all right. So all the One Piece news that we have 3 different stories about One Piece news. One for One Republic's ending for Kaiju number 8. One Republic released their official music video. I like that they did it right after Kaiju number 8 because they're like, all right, cool. We don't want to take away from the show that we're doing. And so they did that. We've got a crazy Christmas trailer that dropped that we're all kind of just like, we want to watch this. It looks like a lot of fun. All right. So we've got Blue Lock, Solo Leveling, Bleach, and new Trigun announcement. So that's 9 right there. All the rest of this is just anime news. So you know, Ari Ferretta season 3 stuff, new the Gundam Silver Phantom VR.
That's still gonna bite them in the ass.
Yeah, okay.
I'll talk more about that later in the show.
Egghead Island officially announced that they're dubbing Egghead Island now. It will release relatively soon, within a month or two. So the dub for that is starting up. So for those of you who are watching the One Piece dub, and no hate here, you know, you want to watch it dub, you want to watch it subbed, I don't care. So long as you watch it, that's the important part.
And the dub is really good.
Yeah, enjoy it however you want to enjoy it, man. Yeah, they're now dubbing Egghead, which means they are done with Wano. So for those of you that are playing catch up or getting into for the first time and heading on through, just quick shout out to Moon for getting all the way to Amazon Lily. I think how far are you into Amazon Lily now? Where are you at?
So I actually just got to where he left with Boa, and I got to see where Sanji, Nami, and not Chopper. What's his name? Fuck, Frankie.
Yeah.
I got to see, and Chopper. Yeah, I got to see where all 4 of them ended up.
So
and,
here's the interesting part. Then you are in a little bit of a cross area because you're technically starting Impel Down, but also ending Amazon Lily. That's kind of where you're at right now. So yeah, you're about to start Impel Down, and boy, is that a really good arc. I like Impel Down. Impel Down is a really amazing arc to be a part of. And then right after that, we get into Marineford. So you're getting to the really juicy bits of One Piece now. That's great. Okay, so that's 8 right there, right? Was that 8? I think. No. Oh God.
What 8?
5, 4. Okay, 5 and 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. 13, Shangri-La Frontier Season 2 got an announcement. Then Danmachi Season 5 got some more updates. There's 14. My Hero Academia manga is ending soon, and debut for the trailer. Oh, man. So Crunchyroll Dr. Stone Season 3, I think. Dr. Stone season 3, Fire Force season 3.
Finally.
Yeah. Apothecary Diaries. Then the season 3 announcement for Mushoku Tensei. Demon Slayer's film trilogy. Viz Media Saves RWBY. Jesus. This is so hard to do on just one hand. Is somebody else counting with me?
No.
Nope.
Bitch. All right. Well, great. Thanks. I got to go through it again.
I was never asked to count stuff.
Okay, that's 9. And 5 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is where we're at with the RWBY announcement. Now, keep in mind, we're just counting the... I can count the RWBY announcement stuff as 2 different stories. So that puts us at what?
Fish.
God damn it.
22, I think.
I was going to say, I said the number just a minute ago. Where are we at? Okay, 22, 23, 24. All right, that's 24 before we even get to the reviews. Because the 24th is the Rurouni Kenshin Kyoto arc for the remake anime. Then we talk about like the fact that they put half of the first episode for Tower of God, the new episode of Tower of God, up on YouTube before it came out, like a couple days before it came out. So I watched that. Most of that is just a recap of like what happened at the end of Tower of God, and then you get like about half of the first episode of season 2. Then we're going to talk about, but we're also going to review that. And then we're going to talk about Oshi No Ko and their OP, and then we're going to review that. And of course, we're going to talk about Slime. So we're at easily 25 to 26 things. Keep in mind, guys, most of the time we do like 12 to 15. So this is insane. There's a lot to cover, but I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's start off with One Piece news, guys. The live action One Piece news. So if you guys did not see it, don't worry, we're going to talk about it. There is they dropped a trailer, or rather they dropped a little video sneak peek showing the crew getting back together in South Africa. I love a thing that Moon, you pointed out, is that Zoro's plane just kind of went all over the place.
Yeah,
yeah. Because Zoro is eternally lost. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Always.
Yeah. Everybody else was a direct flight there. Zoro's just like loop-de-loops all over the place. Yeah, it's great.
Zoro probably took over as pilot.
Yeah, Zoro took over as pilot, exactly. So this is basically the announcement that they are in production. They are now starting filming for season 2. And I know that we talked a bit about some of the cast that got announced, 4 cast members for Baroque Works that got announced. And Moon and I recently watched an interview over on Crunchyroll where they were talking to David. Don't ask me to pronounce his last name right now. It's going to be crazy. But the guy they cast is Mr. 3. And it turns out his son is a really big fan of One Piece, which is really cool. So he watches it with his son. So he was really excited about that. But we talked about the Baroque Works agents last week, and we're not going to cover it again for those 3. Now, there are another freaking 7 of them that recently got announced. And first off, this wasn't covered on ANN, this first one. But I wanted to let you guys know who's up there. And once again, all the links for the stuff that we're talking about are in the description. We source all of our content. So, yeah, make sure to click on those if you want to see what we're talking about, especially when we're live. But Clive Russell has been cast as Crocus. For those of you that don't remember or need a refresher, he is the doctor that is taking care of the whale Laboon over on Reverse Mountain. And we're at least definitely going to Little Garden because we have Dory and Brogy and Mr. 3 been cast. Werner Coaster is going to be Dory and Brendan Murray as Brogy. Now, here's the question, guys. How do you think they're going to pull it off? Because those are giants. And when I say giants, I mean Luffy and the crew can literally sit on their arm, and they're about this big on their arm. How do you think they're gonna pull that off? Is it gonna be like some Lord of the Rings type stuff where they film them separately, but they make one group look bigger than the other, or
Probably.
yeah,
That would be the best guess.
I mean,
Mhm.
Because
the
the
easiest thing they
giants
can
are
do.
supposed to be giant. So
oh yeah, they're big. They're like 50 something freaking feet tall or something. Like they're big.
Yeah,
if nothing
easiest
else,
thing they
these
can
guys are going to
do.
be on a green screen.
Yeah.
Easiest thing they can do, and I know every filmmaker out there is going to hate me for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it in post.
I mean,
they're obviously gonna have to do that. But yeah, we got
are they
casting
going to do the
announcements
laughs?
for Crocus, Dory, and Brogy. Oh, and I didn't realize this had actually happened. So this was interesting news from my side of things because I don't remember what happened to some Baroque Works characters. Remember, Mr. Nine was partnered up with Miss Wednesday, aka Vivi, right? Well, it turns out in some of the side stuff that Oda made, you find out later what's going on in his life. Turns out Mr. Nine married Miss All Monday, and they have a kid together.
Oh.
Yeah, the big muscle girl that Zoro like clamped her head with one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the two of them got married and they have a kid, and I was like, "Oh, imagine that! That's so cool." There's also some stuff about Miss Golden Week. Apparently, she looked a lot younger, but apparently she was like 17 or 18 when she showed up on Little Garden. I was like, wow, she looked way younger. All right. So the second casting announcement. This one actually was covered on ANN, so you can look that up. But Smoker, Tashigi, Warple, and Dalton have all been cast, which means we're covering Drum Island. Now, I don't know if they're filming this all at once and then maybe season 2 is going to get broken into 2 parts. But if they're going all the way to Wapple and Dalton, that means in the interim, if they don't change too much about it, and if they do it how I think they're doing it, if they follow the source material pretty well, that means we're going to meet Miss All Sunday at the end of Little Garden before they go to Drum Island. We're going to meet Miss All Sunday, aka Nico Robin. So I hope that Robin has been cast because I can't wait for that. I want to see who they got for Robin. But, okay, Callum Kerr has been cast as Smoker, which I'm so looking forward to that. Now, of course, we're going to have to get Smoker and Tashigi because Logetown is the first thing up immediately. And then Julia Rewald has been cast as Tashigi.
Are they going to have Dragon?
Hopefully. That's a big part of Logetown, so they'll have to do that, but not say who he is. Guys, we got Garp, and that explanation happened like 300 episodes way too early. Let's keep the mystery about Garp. Let's keep the mystery about who saves Luffy in Logetown. Let's keep that a mystery. Yeah. There has to be something.
Because that could still be a reveal that Garp brings up in Water 7.
Later, in Water 7, exactly. I hope they do that whole thing where he shows up in Water 7 and Kobe's just looking awesome and Helmeppo looks awesome. Like, I want that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Rob Coletti as Wapple, the former king of Drum Island, and Tai Ko as Dalton. And I love that we're getting those castings because that means we really are getting the Chopper arc, and I'm so here for it.
Yeah, so I'm interested in how they're going to do Chopper, and I can't wait to see who they cast for the witch chick. Terrible names.
Dr. Kureha?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the fan casting. Everybody wants that to be Jamie Lee Curtis. And Jamie Lee Curtis really wants to be Dr. Kureha.
I really hope so.
I really hope so.
That would be amazing.
All right. And as previously announced for the cast, of course, we got... here it is in the bottom part. David Dashmalchian. I'm sorry. I'm butchering that
Desmalchian?
name. Desmalchian, thank you. As Mr. 3, Jaslyn as Miss Valentine, Camrus Johnson as Mr. 5, Daniel Lasker as Mr. 9, and as was covered earlier, Clive Russell as Crocus, Werner Coaster as Dory, and Brendan Murray as Brogy. So I actually am looking forward to this, especially because we got those casting announcements. We're definitely got a lot of stuff for Little Garden already teased. We're gonna and obviously with Mr. 9, because he doesn't show up for very long, we're definitely getting Whiskey Peak. What I want to know though, and I definitely want to hear about this casting. I want to know who's playing Vivi, and I want to know who's playing Igaram. And if he does not have the swirly hair and the saxophone gun, I'm going to be a little bit sad. That was hilarious. I need some of that cartoony feel in my One Piece, and they definitely did that with the live action previously.
Yeah, exactly.
With season 1. They had a bit of cartooniness. I mean, they were serious when they needed to be, but the cartoony stuff was there. So I've got hope for this. I really, really do. Also, one other thing regarding the live action One Piece, we did kind of rewatch a bit of stuff from the first episode. Now that Moon is much further in the series and he could pick up on certain things, he could catch some of the little hidden Easter eggs that were there, and it was so cool. All right, guys, that's the basic information about this. How are you guys feeling about the live action One Piece for season 2 right now with all these announcements?
It needs to hurry up. I want to watch it.
For real.
Right?
I need to see this.
I am so
Like,
excited.
That guy that got for Smoker, he's already got the look. All he needs is the gray hair, the cigars.
I can't wait. I can't
God.
wait to see him dual wielding cigars, man.
That'll be hilarious.
What I'm really looking forward to is how they show how are they gonna like show his powers working in a live action setting. I'm interested. Like, I have some ideas, but I'm just interested to see how that looks live action, because that could look so epic.
Dry ice and smoke machines.
Not to mention, guys, we're in Logetown. We're getting Buggy. We're getting Buggy back.
Oh yeah, Buggy's back.
Buggy's back. And
Buggy is so wonderful.
are we here's my other thing. We saw her still kind of big before the end of the season, but we're supposed to be getting skinny Alvida now. So I wonder what that looks like. But yeah, because we've got all the Logetown stuff. Now, it sounds like we're getting Logetown, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. Those are 5 different locations, and some of them are like little mini things, but once we get to Whiskey Peak, we're literally starting off with the Baroque Works arc through Alabasta. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure that right after Drum Island is Alabasta.
It should be.
If
So the question is, are they going to go
Alabasta
through
would
Alabasta?
I think Alabasta's going to be season 3 because there's so much stuff that happens in Alabasta.
Yeah.
Like, Alabasta should
Alabasta
just
could be its
island.
own season for this.
Yeah, all of Alabasta could be season 3, and it'd be freaking. Oh my God, we get live action Ace.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to that live action Ace. All right,
And he won't barbecue a town.
How do you get a 3rd degree burn? How do you get a 2nd degree burn on a 3rd degree burn? How does this even happen? It's Mr. Burns. All right. Anyway.
Excellent.
Any other things? Because we've covered like the arcs. I've talked about the arcs that we're gonna be getting in this. What are some things that you're specifically looking forward to that you're like, I want to see this in the live action? I mean, besides Chopper, obviously.
I want to see how comedic Wapol is with his doctors. Because he's gonna get destroyed, and then the doctors come in and fix him up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Doctor's 20, yeah. That's good. I forgot about that. That's great. I wonder how they're gonna do the. I wonder how they're gonna do the castle, like the Snowden castle and all that, because
Oh,
that
shit,
set
yeah.
that set looks crazy. Like that's a crazy set as far as I'm concerned.
Fenris, what about you?
I can't say what I'm looking forward to because Richie said I can't.
Oh,
What?
the chopper thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Chopper.
Obviously, well, we're all looking forward to Chopper. That's why I was like, all right, besides Chopper,
Because that's
we
the obvious
all
one.
know-
It's like,
To be honest, the season 2 of the live action is a lot further than I am in the anime.
oh, really?
fix that.
Once again, I've only watched the 4Kids anime and the live action Netflix.
Definitely fix that.
Yeah. Okay. You need to go on a Crunchyroll and check out One Piece.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I get like
If
2
I can
hours
make
of sleep
time,
a
you
night.
can.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just. I mean, that sounds like one of them there you problems.
I just have way too much on my plate right now.
Yeah.
That's
so-
that's why I had to stop
so-
doing the Gunpla streams.
Start watching One Piece and make it 1 hour a night.
My guy.
No, your physical and mental health is important. Please don't do that to yourself. Oh man, you take on too much. Stop overworking yourself.
See, it wasn't a problem until I became a full-time student.
Well, there you go. You should have stayed part time.
I wasn't a student before this.
Oh,
In order for work to pay for my college, I have to be a full-time student.
oh gosh.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh boy.
So,
So
I don't have to pay
there-
for college until December.
If only you could do work and college at the same time.
Be nice.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, I am very much looking forward to all of this. It's very sad. It's very sad that you were hit with the crappy 4Kids version. I'm so sorry.
I'm
To
not.
be fair, I had it too.
It's
I mean,
a weird.
yo ho ho, he
it
took
is
a bite of gum gum.
No,
Thank you,
well,
man.
It's a weird.
Fuck you. That was the best part about that thing.
It was.
No, we are. I don't care how many people are like, "Oh my god, the Gum Gum rap." No, you. The actual openings for One Piece are so much better. Than
Oh, the actual openings for any anime that 4Kids did was better than the 4Kids versions.
I actually
I mean-
haven't seen the actual opening for Yu-Gi-Oh. I've seen Digimon. I've seen One Piece. I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh yet though.
There are a few things that when I go back and I watch them, like the OG Voltron, like the original Voltron series, Go Lion. The story and characters are like so much better, but I hate the music. Fucking hate the music. The transformation theme, I'm like, where's my Voltron theme? No, it's da 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 da. Like, get me hyped. Whatever this singing nonsense that you guys have going on is, I don't want to hear it. It's not that good.
To be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh achieved that with its theme. The pirate rap achieved that. The Digimon
pirate rap
song
is-
did
The
that.
pirate rap was catchy, but it's not as good as We Are. Don't even.
I don't know, dude. Just
I never
continually
said it was
saying
as
Digimon,
good.
digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
No, Digimon.
Fuck you. That is one of the catchiest things in the world.
Digimon, I gotta agree. The Digimon OP for English is better than the Japanese. I'll give it that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the Japanese one, but like, it's
Like-
just not. It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit as hard. Anyway, I just think it's weird that there's an anime that we're talking about where Moon is way further along than Fenris. This is so backwards.
Right?
I know, right?
This is one of the signs of the apocalypse, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Fenris, did I tell you I finished 86?
You did not. I'm so glad for you.
I'm so proud of you.
was really good. I cried.
That was one of the first things. That was one of the first things he messaged me. He goes, "All right, first off, how old is this kid? Because she's talking like a child, but then suddenly she's talking like an adult." And then the next,
Yes.
And then like the next day, I get a Discord DM from him. I cried so hard. I'm done with 86. I'm like, yeah.
You're not done with it yet.
So here's the thing. It needs.
There's
it
more,
needs
yeah.
A season 2. It needs a season 2.
Oh no, I guess it was season 1, 2 course, yeah.
Yeah,
So
season
yes,
1,
it really
2
needs
course.
season 2.
He's the second season.
Oh,
Alright.
it's so good.
Or you can just start reading it because it gets a lot better than the light
Oh,
novels.
I forgot one other thing about our con stuff. Big thank you to the gentleman that showed up for all 4 of our panels. Really appreciate
Yes.
that. And the group that was with the Jolene. You guys were awesome, and it was so much fun talking to y'all about like just all the nerdy stuff. So really appreciate y'all showing up and coming to our panels. Just wanted to give y'all a quick shout out. We love that. So thank you so much. Whoa! We have 58 views, 59 views total. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's go.
There is our One Piece segment done. We are done talking about One Piece. So let's move on.
Are
to
you
some
sure?
Kaiju number 8 stuff.
I could talk more about it. I'm just saying.
Dude, we have so many stories we gotta get.
Fine.
So, did you guys watch the actual video of the One
Yes.
Republic song? That song is so catchy. It's still in my head. And I love that they waited until after Kaiju number 8 had finished to drop it so that it's not, competing with the show.
Yep.
So that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was hoping they were going to have like some Kaiju number 8 stuff in there, but it was just a regular old video. I'm like, it's cool. The video's nice. The song is like so good. So catchy. But I'm sitting there watching it and all I can think about is Kaiju number 8. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, more of that please. More of those. Holy crap.
Honestly, this season we got some bangers. Like so much good music. It makes me so happy.
Did you watch Kaiju number 8 at all?
I haven't, but I'm really liking this song.
It's gonna be no. Hey, remember it wasn't one of the ones we were covering, and now he has time so he can watch Kaiju
That's
number 8.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
I just
I'll
want
catch
to
up
be able
on
to
it.
talk to him about it.
It's so good. It's so good.
We'll get
I
there.
can't wait.
It is so
Alright.
fun, so stupid.
I
but
want to be
so
able to talk to
fun.
you about One Piece.
Here's what I want, Fenris. I want him to watch Kaiju number 8, and then immediately when he gets done, start asking us questions.
Yes.
Yes. Especially with that last episode where he's like, "What the fuck?" at the end of the episode. Like, because there were so many people that were very confused because they were a little ambiguous with that like final scene. People are like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm just like, "Oh, buddy, y'all don't even know." But it's so good.
No, they don't.
Any last minute stuff about the One Republic video?
Yeah.
It was just
Okay.
very relaxing. I enjoyed.
I love it.
Just enjoyed it.
It's fun to just see some guys jam out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Considering the intensity of Kaiju number 8 at times, that's a really good wind down song for an ED.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's still fun. You can bop to it.
It's
All
super.
right.
Mm-hmm.
This is our last one in the non-anime block. And then once we get done talking about this, we will jump into a little bit of talking about the con and our experiences. All right, just a quick. I'm gonna keep an eye on the clock. We'll do like a 5-minute segment about the con because we've still got so much to cover.
So
Oh,
much.
yes.
So a
And
trailer
we still got another
came
stream
out-
after this.
Yeah, so a trailer came out for a little thing called Red One, and all I knew about it was that The Rock was in it, and I was like, oh, okay, is this?
For me, hearing that name,
Related
I just think
to-
of the big red one. I forgot which game that was, but I think it was one of the Call of
I think so. Yeah.
Duties.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah,
if this
so-
was like related to Red with Bruce Willis, or if it was like
Could have
the Red Notice thing that they did on Netflix. I was like, what's going on? What is this? And then as you start watching it, you're like, okay, this is not what I thought it was. This seems really far-fetched and silly, but I'm kind of here for it.
Let's go.
Who wants to give a description about what the fuck is going on in this trailer? Moon? Okay.
Okay, so apparently Santa Claus can bench. It looked like maybe 500 pounds, 500 reps. So that's fun, and yet somehow he still gets captured. So figure that one out. And they bring in Steve
Well,
Rogers.
Hold on. Tell him who's playing Santa Claus. That's the best part.
Oh yeah. He also wants pictures of Spider-Man. It's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, so
Fucking
good.
love that man. Anything he does, even the farmers commercials, is more entertaining just because it's J.K. Simmons.
Oh yeah.
Right? He makes everything so
Oh.
fun.
He does, and he gets scary in Whiplash.
Oh,
I could
yeah.
gush about this guy for a while. But anyways,
also loved him
so
in
they bring in
Juno.
Steve Rogers. I forgot the actor's name. Chris something.
Evans.
It's not Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans.
He's not
who
just
is playing,
he's not just Captain America. He's also the Human Torch.
Yes, well, for 2 movies,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 movies, not so much.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
So they bring him in. There's a polar bear. Either his named elf or they are the elves, which let's not go there.
ELF.
And then, oh, I forgot one very important thing. The Rock is there. I don't know what his role is.
He's security, apparently. He's head of security.
I guess,
Yeah.
but this just seems like a very interesting movie.
The
Very-
Rock is there to sell
very
tickets.
much
That's what he's
action.
there for.
Accurate. I'm very intrigued by this movie. Like 3 big name actors that are like, wow, I don't know who's doing the voice of the polar bear, but I'm sure that's another big name.
Yeah.
And it's just an action movie somewhere on the level of what is it? The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Somewhere on that level, but
That's
a lot
kind
more
of where that
goofy.
felt. Yeah.
And I'm
When you
here
have-
for it.
When you have
I
snowmen
want
fighting
this.
on a tropical beach and not melting away, I'm so here for it.
Like, was this done by the same crew that did Sonic? I feel like it could
I
have
don't
been.
know. I just love that there's
Because it's
freaking
that
slap
level
fights.
of
I love that there's literally slap fights with Krampus.
with Krampus, of all things. Oh, it's so good.
Apparently, all the seasons are real. There's a headless horseman thing
Mhm.
that's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And honestly,
I love.
they bring
I
in
love all
Jack in
things
my first-
Sleepy Hollow, and I'm so here for it. Yeah.
yeah, they bring in Chris Evans' character is named Jack, and my first thought is Jack Frost, but no, it's some guy. So I'm like,
It's a
All
guy
right,
that's
then.
really good at tracking people down, but he's also on the naughty list.
Not just any naughty list. He's
Level
on the level
4.
four.
4 naughty list, because you literally in the trailer see him take candy from a baby.
yeah,
So funny.
and it's like Jesus.
It's-
But also, it's fun seeing him not be the perfect Captain America.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
here's the other thing.
That was one of the greatest things about Knives Out too.
Santa Claus is Omni-Man. That's right, Brandon. He is.
Yes.
Also, hi, Rick. But yeah, this. If
Think
you're
about
hearing
how
us
you get on the
describe-
naughty list. Think.
If you're hearing us talk about this, you gotta see the trailer. Like, it sounds so weird us talking
It's
about
so
it,
insane.
but it looks so fun. It looks so
I really
fun.
wanna
This is a
see
really
this
this is a
fucking
really
movie.
dumb popcorn flick coming out in November that I absolutely have to go see. I have
Yes.
to see this. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Let's move on to con stuff real quick. So, hello to anybody who might have been at the con with us. If you're here, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate it. Man, so much fun. So much fun we had at the con. We did 4 different panels over 3 days.
mm-hmm.
I think Anime Church was like our most active one, even though
It was.
Yeah.
we did have some back and forth in the light novel thing, but
Mhm.
like Anime Church was so fun.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only negative I
It
could say,
helped that we had some candies and stuff to kind of throw around.
also patron saint of Snackos showed up with Snackos. Who would have thought?
And it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was all from the con itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bastards. The one day that we forget to bring freaking the onigiri with us is the
Onigiri.
first time we get panel that wants to eat onigiri, which I still have a few in my refrigerator. I'm not eating them
Oh,
right
man.
now. I said fuck it. I made tacos last night. I was like, yeah, I'm doing the
Although
tacos.
I think it was last night we were talking about it. We came up with some interesting ideas, like barbecue chicken onigiri. Cause why not? Hell, take some of that taco meat, make an onigiri with it.
That is the most
Why not?
American. That is the most nonsensical American shit I've ever heard. Putting taco meat.
But I want to try it now.
You've never added rice to your tacos?
No, that classifies as a burrito at that point. If you put rice or beans with your taco meat, You might as well just make a burrito.
It's still fucking delicious, and it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
a lot of filling.
But it's different types of rice. To be fair, like those are different types of rice and how they're prepared and cooked and all that stuff.
And it would
The
still be
seasonings-
delicious.
The seasonings or lack thereof seasonings between the two, a little bit different. I don't know if they work quite as good as onigiri.
I think it would still work.
Sorry, Elf Mrs. Claus is more like a reindeer to me. Oh no, no. All right, so
You mean a raccoon?
bruh. All right, so
I'm sorry. I just love
any
how
other-
everyone calls him a raccoon.
Any other stuff? Any other stuff you guys want to talk about in regards to the con, real quick? Because I just mentioned like the anime church and how much back and forth we had. Any standout moments from the con for you guys? Or just our weekend hangout session? Either any of that.
Oh yeah,
stuff
that was
too.
great too.
Yeah, 'Cause we hung out a lot. We had fun.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time.
I shared it.
Bowling was fun. I suck at bowling.
bro, we went back. I went back with my niece
Mm.
on Friday to Dave and Buster's. That was a lot of fun, and we went walking around the mall more. So next time you guys are over here, we're gonna do the escape room they have in the mall. Want to do that?
Yeah, me and Lennon had
I-
discovered that. We were gonna talk with you about it too, but we've both forgotten.
Yeah, I did not know that they had one in the mall, and I've never done an escape room, but I've always wanted to do one.
They were actually taking measurements to expand it when Revan and I passed it.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's so cool. All right.
But next time we're down there at Dave and Buster's, we are finishing that last mission on that Halo game.
Yes, the Halo game was so fun. All right, guys.
This
there's
time I wanna
big
play too.
Halo arcade game, and the story is literally you are a group of elite ODST on the first Halo ring for Halo 1, and it's literally that is the story. That is the story. So you're seeing everything when Master Chief wasn't there, what you guys were doing when Master Chief was away, and then occasionally Chief will show up and just be badass. Like
Chief
it's
will
so
just be
cool.
Chief.
Chief will be Chief, exactly.
It's a 4-player co-op.
Yeah, it is.
I would
Great.
so love it if it had the Gen 1 graphics with like some of the jankiness too. Flipping a freaking like you see Chief come in, he just runs over to a toppled over warthog, flips it real quick, jumps in, drives off, and you're just like, I could have. Okay.
I love the whole comment here from Brandon. He was like, it's funny how you don't believe Captain America is not to be on the naughty list, but that was part of the plot for Civil War technically. Oh, no, then you haven't seen Chris Evans in Knives Out. He's a total prick. That was so good. I love
It's
it.
wonderful.
There's also a Netflix movie that he was in
Mhm.
where he was, what was the movie called?
Mhm.
Fuck me.
I haven't been keeping up with Chris Evans as much as I should.
Oh no, he is such a fucking tool in that movie.
Also, guys, if you want
Nice.
some reverse Deadpool goodness, highly recommend checking out Bullet Train. I won't explain why I'm calling it a reverse Deadpool moment, but when you see it,
You gotta
you'll
see it.
know. You'll know.
You'll know the exact moment. You'll know all of it. I fucking love that movie so much.
It's
I've
so
watched it 3
good.
times, and I want to watch
So
it some
good.
more.
I love it. It's so much fun. Oh, anyone know if Anime Church at the con audio was saved and uploaded somewhere to listen to? Not yet, Sage. Unfortunately, the audio that we were looking at, there was like some echo stuff, so we may have to,
That was part of their microphone
Their
setup,
microphone
and the
setup.
fact that
we're
the
gonna
room
see if we
itself
can.
wasn't sound treated.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get it kind of sort of fixed. But yeah, Sage, we are definitely looking to upload that relatively soon because we want that stuff to be talked. We had a lot of fun hanging out at the con and doing Anime Church. It was a lot of fun.
And like Anime Church live was like, I mean, live with
I
people
want
in
to
the room
do-
was a
I
good
want to
time.
Do more, I want to do more live in person Anime Church stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to do
Because like
that.
this is great, but there is a good amount of delay, not just my delay, but delay between what we're saying, what the people reacting to, and then also we only have what 4 or 5 people here.
Well,
8 now.
actually,
Awesome.
the funny thing is, right now you're absolutely on time. There's no delay between the three of
Yeah.
us. Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
it's so
Thank
weird.
you, God. Or no, thank you, Arceus. Who the
Yeah.
fuck am I saying? Yeah.
The only downside I could say about Anime Church was that it overlapped with Poke Church, and I really wanted you guys to see Poke Church.
Yeah, that would have been
We'll
fun.
we'll get
especially
it
for
at
me.
our what we'll do is we'll do it at our normal time next time.
Mm.
We will do that. Maybe if we can hook up like a really nice hotspot or something, we might try streaming it so we can get like the chat interacting with the live audience. Get both of them going. So cool.
If we're going to do that, I'm going to have to bring a second laptop. One
That's fine.
specifically for
Yeah.
streaming and one for
Well,
everything else.
One of the things I'm trying to do is get a laptop myself. That way I don't have to rely on other people. Like I have all that stuff prepped and ready.
Yeah.
And then
I would like to have
we
a
can just
laptop as
do it
well.
that way. Yeah, it makes it
I
so
also
much
need to
easier.
get a bigger Pelican case so I can carry all my equipment in one case instead of
yeah.
across 3 different bags.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Any last minute stuff because we're running at the end of our time for talking about the con.
I'm going to use my microphones next time we record it live to see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. Definitely gonna do that. We should also have one if we have one set up for the audience. I'll bring a mic stand, like a standing mic stand.
Yep.
And so people can actually come up because we want people to actually be heard on the show when we record it. I don't think the audience was something that we could hear too well, but you could hear us.
Some of the parts of the clip that I heard, I could hear the audience fine.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe we can just turn down the volume on the speakers that were literally right next to us. That could also cut back on the echo in the future.
Yeah, I think that's part of it
Probably.
too. Yeah. All right.
Either that or maybe like turn down the gain on the mics.
Just some things. Also, we were asked next time to when we apply for a KaiCon to apply slightly differently.
Yes.
In a positive way, not a negative way. We were asked why we didn't apply as guests this year, and I was like, wait, that's a thing I could have done. I would have done that, absolutely would have. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna try that out next time. We had a bunch of fun. I'm sure there's a lot more that we could say about it. So hopefully we'll get one of those done, or maybe we'll just record a whole con recap on our own so we can actually spend like an hour or two on it.
That would be fun.
Honestly, we're probably gonna talk a bit with the rest of the crew for solo leveling a bit about it because we didn't really get a chance to talk to them about the con, and we didn't even do any streaming whatsoever on Monday because honestly we were still worn out from con stuff, so we just played games, man. We just played I think we just played Power World and just Power
Well, y'all played Power World. Power World needed to update for me, so I was like,
I just finished unpacking my stuff yesterday.
Jeez.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to actual anime topics because we got a bunch. Okay, who here besides me has seen Blue Lock at all? Cool. Moon will fix that because this is another one of those short series. It's like 12 episodes.
And a movie.
The movie hasn't been released yet for his viewing. It hasn't come out on Crunchyroll yet. But basically, yeah, Blue Lock is the one I was talking to you about before, where you know how typically sports anime, it's all about we need to come together as a team and camaraderie.
You work as a team to get through this.
And then Blue Lock's like, nah, fuck that. This is all about the individual. You're all out for yourself.
Nah, this is my ball.
It's like you're all out for yourselves. You're trying to prove that you're the best, and you're trying to get everybody else out of here. But like it's probably the most selfish sports anime out there, but it fucking works. And going from all this selfless stuff that we're used to seeing in sports to an absolute selfish sports anime, 100% works. And yes, I am keeping up with the manga. I am current with the manga. I know, surprise, surprise. But this next arc is really, really good. And I did explain a little bit on Twitter about it because this didn't have subtitles. But basically, everything I'm about to explain about the plot for this this season was in the trailer. It was information that was in the trailer. Basically, the whole Blue Lock crew versus the under 20 Japan team. That's what that's a big plot line of the second season is going to be. And that looked really, really good. Let me know in the chat, have you guys watched Blue Lock? And if so, how excited are you for this announcement and trailer for season 2? And if you watched the trailer for season 2, please make sure you do. But on top of all that, on top of the announcement for season 2, we also got a date for season 2. It is coming out October 5th. So it is not far away. Not at all. Like I said, we got a bunch of fall announcements. All right, Moon. This is the one that, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, fuck, I got to show this to Moon. So I screen shared this with you. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Fenris, I'm assuming you've watched this trailer too at this point. Yeah. Guys, we're all familiar with this. In fact, we're actually we're pretty familiar with what's coming up in season 2 because we're slightly ahead of the anime in the readings of the manhwa, which, by the way, come back later on this evening. We're going to be reading over on our Twitch channel the manhwa for Solo Leveling. We're going to be back to read acting, as it were. Also, I love that you got your keychain sitting up there. That's great. That's freaking fantastic. I got him a Sung Jin Woo keychain because he voices that character, not just in the manhwa readings where it started, but also in the Solo Leveling Abridged, which, good announcement here, is going to be starting its copyright process here on YouTube next week. So we're just a little bit away from getting that up on YouTube for all of you to review. And for those of you who are lucky enough to show up for our abridging panel at AkaiCon, you actually got to see the episode before anyone else publicly. So there you go. All righty. Solo Leveling Season 2 trailer. First off, I'm going to say the music that they showed in this, that was a banger. I'm really looking forward to this music. Here's the thing. I actually like this better than the OP for season 1 of Solo Leveling. So this is good. I'm digging it.
To be fair, it wasn't hard to beat the season 1 opening.
The weird English stuff. I mean, it was kind of catchy, but it wasn't that good. I mean, let's face it. I thought it was really, really good until I heard Bling Bang Bang Born. And then I was like, oh, fuck.
It was, that was the king. As soon as we all heard that, it was like, best one of the season. Sorry, no. Don't need anyone else. We're good.
And this is something that you and I talked a little bit about, Moon. They show content that's actually much further on in the story.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they're showing animation and, like, not panels from the manhwa means that it's well into production. So the only part that was annoying to me is that they said coming soon, and I'm like, you motherfuckers, because we know
give
for
us
a
fact,
season. Give us a release date, damn it, because we know that if you're showing us actual animated footage from, like, a lot of stuff, like, they're showing stuff way further into the story.
Yeah, they're showing stuff that should probably happen.
If you're showing us
like,
that you have this stuff
season.
animated already, I'm going to be a little optimistic with this one. I'm saying that the release for this is either fall or winter. Like, it's not far off. Because if they're showing us story content that has been properly animated that far in, and we've got, like, we're seeing action scenes and stuff, and we'll get to talking about the action and what you guys thought about that in a moment. I'm betting, I'm hopeful for fall, but I'm betting it's probably winter 2025. Any other guesses for that, or are y'all kind of locked in on that too?
Kind of. I'm pretty locked in too.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
All right, guys.
Like, at worst, it could be pushed to spring, maybe. But it's looking with us.
Discounting any delays that could potentially happen. If there are delays, possibly spring. But I'm betting winter. Like, my money's on winter, which would be great because that means it's 1 year after. Because it was a winter release this year. All right. So what did you guys think of the trailer?
Me like it.
I'm very happy that it's stuff that we were reacting to like
Yeah.
2-3 weeks ago.
Right?
Like that exact same stuff. Like we just did that scene and that scene. Oh shit!
Oh
The
yeah.
whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, I remember that panel.
Yeah, it's nice that this stuff
Exactly.
is all fresh with us. We're still very much fresh with this because, you know, it's like, yeah, because we recently did this, so we're like, oh yeah, we absolutely. Also, the action in this, like, once again, looks
So
fantastic. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is just like light teases. They're not like really showing us anything yet. Like this is just
Yeah, nothing major.
yeah. This
I can't wait to see the army attack the bears.
Also, what do we think? What do we think? Well, first off, dude, there's way more action happening in the anime than was shown in the manhwa just in this teaser alone.
Exactly.
So I'm so satisfied with that. Secondly,
Oh, yeah.
what do we think? What do we think about the title for this season? Arise from the Shadow is the title of this season. I think that's a pretty dope title, especially if you know what's going on in season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking forward to it. All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about regarding this trailer, or should we move on? All right.
I think we're good to move.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. Now, I know this is something that I'm excited about. The trailer and the release date announcement for 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3 of Bleach, another series coming out this fall. And I love that at least Viz is dropping trailers for it, even though it's in Disney jail, because at least somebody's telling you where it's at.
Unlike what was it, season 1 or part 1?
Yeah, part 1 where it literally got one tweet from Disney in French, and it's like, bro, promote your shit, please. But yeah, if for those of you that haven't read the final arc of Bleach, the manga, please check this out. It's up on Hulu, and if you use a VPN, Disney Plus. I use Disney Plus because I pay for Disney Plus, so that's just how I'm doing. I will recommend this. If you have a VPN and you have Disney Plus, literally just freaking start paying attention to what anime may be on Disney Plus. Like, please check it out. Summertime Rendering is one of those. The funny thing is Disney Plus and Hulu, they get some really good shows. Really good shows that they are actively streaming in anime, but they don't do anything to let you know that they're doing it.
Go
Just so
Loser
dumb.
Ranger.
Oh, was that a Disney Plus one? By the way, that got announced for season 2.
I know, we covered that at
Yeah.
KaiCon.
This is so cool.
Yep.
All right.
Can
And,
I just say something? I'm
Yeah, go for it.
watching I'm watching the trailer right now, and there's this one dude that I'm sitting here like, oh, so after Gold Roger died, he joined the Reapers. That makes sense.
Oh my god.
He looks so much like him.
That's so funny.
Got the mess of black hair and the mustache, and I'm like, wait.
I love that
what?
I love that it starts off with everybody releasing their bankai and showing the different bankais that the captains have. It's so good. Especially if you know what's coming, you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna get good. Anything else? This was just kind of a tease, but I'm already sold. Like, if you've checked out anything from 1,000 Year Blood War, you already know that the music came back with a vengeance. The animation is like leagues above what it was. Like, it's so good. Like, you could tell there was a lot of time, care, and attention put into this. And of course, the story. The other thing is, Kubo has straight up said that they have made small changes to the story to make it go by better than how it was in the manga, because he wants the anime to be better than the manga, because in the manga, when he was doing this, they kind of rushed him through this through a lot of this arc, and he's like, no, in the anime it's going to feel like we're taking our time and we're actually able to get more content out there. So there is a difference between the anime and the manga, and not just like, oh, they skipped this or that. No, the anime is actually covering more than the manga, and that's really, really cool, because Kubo's not making anything right now. He's living on his Bleach money and going, all right guys, let's tell the story I always wanted to tell with this. And I'm like, yes, so here for it. All right. Any other stuff for this particular topic, or are we ready to move on?
Think we're ready?
Yeah.
Fenris, this is another one that I'm going to let you talk about, because I know how much you enjoyed this show as well.
I enjoyed the original. I kind of dropped off of Stampede.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you need to check out Stampede.
It was one of those, I don't have time. I have 17 anime I'm watching. I need to cut some of these back so I can actually
go
stay
watch
with
Stampede.
these.
Go watch Stampede, especially because of how it ends.
Oh, I know how it ends.
Okay, so you need to see this. All right, you need to finish.
I'm just glad Robert's
so
not there
good.
anymore.
Secondly, all right. So do we want to talk about this? Do you want to cover this then? I know Moon hasn't seen it, and that's sad. But Trigun, like, this is some of the best CG work I've seen. Like, this is Studio Orange, who is well known for their CG animated stuff.
Yeah, so essentially, Trigun Stampede is entering its final phase of the series, and they had announced Trigun Stargaze, which will be set 2.5 years after the end of Stampede. But from my understanding, it's still before the main series.
Mm-hmm. And this also, they revealed character designs for everybody, and now Vash is really starting to look like Vash.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
say,
the Vash that we know from the
hair.
old anime. It's pretty good. Is that Knives?
Gave him a different cloak.
That is
though.
Knives.
Jesus Christ, Knives looks crazy. And that's Wolfwood, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nicholas.
that's Wolfwood. Yeah. Dude, I mean, they are very much starting to look like their counterparts.
Yes, they're
in
starting
the
to
anime.
finally come into what we all know from the original Trigun.
I
Versus what we were
was so
shown.
mad at people. I was so mad at people that were like, I can't watch this. This is too stupid. It's so different from the anime. Why are they messing up Trigun? It's not a remake of Trigun. It's a prequel to Trigun, which is why it works so well, because I was very confused watching it. I was like, wait, what? How does Vash know these, and how does this? And I was so confused. And then the ending hit, and I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant.
I still want to know how he went from a 22 to a 454. Like, come on. Like, if he originally had a 454 in Stampede, he has a 22.
There's a reason.
Ow!
There's a reason. Anyway, yeah, Moon, I figure you didn't watch this, so you don't really have much to comment on.
I'm thinking about it.
Dude, all right, Trigun Stampede is another one of those 12 episode seasons that was really good. Also, once again, the opener for Trigun Stampede is a damn bop.
It was good, yes.
It definitely, if you have a lo-fi itch, it is the cure you need. It's got kind of that.
I remember the
lo-fi.
opening for the original Trigun, which was fucking metal as hell.
Well, this one's kind of more on your lo-fi hip hop vibe, and
I'm okay with that.
but it's a banger, my guy. It's a banger. All right, are we done talking about Trigun Stampede, or does anybody have, or the Trigun stuff, or does anybody have anything more to say?
Sound good.
All right. Let me check chat real quick. I want to see what comments we got. Haven't watched Blue Lock. Oh man, definitely do. Oh, hey, hey AB. I'm just gonna call you AB for now. Hi. Sports anime don't interest you. Ironically, would rather watch sports IRL than an anime, unless it's boxing, where I'm probably more likely to watch it in anime and wouldn't watch it in real life. I don't know, dude. There are some anime that, like, you just kind of like get more out of it. Like, I can understand you on a lot of the sports anime out there, but there's like my top 4 recommendations for sports anime: Haikyuu, Blue Lock, Ace of Diamond, and Baby Steps. Those are my 4 main ones. Notice that some people are going to be mad because I didn't put Kuroko no Basket in there. I'm like, bro, you don't need to see Dragon Ball meets fucking basketball, my guy. You know? Anyway. All right. I know we can at least talk about this one a bit. Arifureta Season 3.
Yes.
Official preview dropped. And once again, this one is coming out in October. So we're getting Season 3 in October. It doesn't say the specific day. It just says 10/20/24. But yeah, another one of those con drops. They dropped a teaser trailer, a promo image, and some casting stuff. Guys, if you have not checked out Arifureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest, especially after season 2, like this one's so fun to me because like I know it's as a light novel reader, I knew what this season was going to be, and seeing that trailer, I'm like, oh, I'm so here for it. If you saw the first season with all the rabbit people, the Halia, and what Nagumo turned them into, now you're seeing them at their peak. They're just getting, just think about the Halia tribe just getting unleashed.
This is the bunny people revenge arc.
Yeah, seriously. And it's so earned. It's so earned. You know how there's some anime seasons that are like
bunny
catharsis?
people.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, one of the girls with Hajime is a bunny girl, and she's sexy as hell. Yeah. So
I can
very
tell.
durable too.
Very durable. Yeah. Also, I think this is the season, if I remember right, this is also the season where they go into another one of the
labyrinths.
The labyrinths, and then afterwards, Hajime finally accepts her.
I haven't got this far in the light novels yet.
I think Hajime actually accepts her, and so he decides to take on someone besides just Yui, because yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Yui's been pushing it since season 2.
She really has, yeah.
This is one of the shows I'm going to be watching dubbed.
It's really good dubbed. I watch it both.
Both are great.
I watch both.
Only reason I want to watch it dubbed is because Amelie does a fantastic job of Shea.
Yeah, I forgot.
Like all of her ad libs, dude, are just fucking great.
Amelie is the bunny girl.
Yeah.
Or if you're not there for her singing, maybe you're there for her VTuber-ness. So
Monarch.
The Scuff Queen herself, Monarch, voices the crazy rabbit chick. And you have not lived until you've heard the Dragon Girl and find out what she's into.
Oh, she makes what she thinks will make darkness blush.
Yeah. You like how he tames the dragon, says Rick. There you go. We were literally just talking about that. I love that. All right. So anything else about Arifureta? Once again, it's coming out in October. So another fall anime.
You mentioned that the light novels are finished.
The light novels are done. You can get them on Bookwalker, Kindle. I don't know if they have audiobooks, but I know that they are available through Bookwalker and Kindle, or you can purchase them wherever it is that you pick up your books and light novels from.
And make sure you leave a review saying we sent you.
Oh, yes. Please. All right. Fenris, this is your story.
Oh, yes. Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom VR. It's a VR anime of all fucking things, but aside from the fact I would be looking forward to it if I wanted to give Zuckerberg my information. Because it's only available on the MetaQuest.
Oh, no. Seriously?
Yes.
The anime will release this fall.
Feature-length VR anime for MetaQuest.
Oh, so it's just a movie.
It's
That
a
is
immersive
weird.
VR movie for, like I said, only for the MetaQuest. That is basically shooting themselves
Well.
in the foot.
Mm-hmm. And it takes place in Universal Century, so it's part of that grouping.
Yep.
I already have a quest.
Honestly, once I learned it was for MetaQuest, I lost interest.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I'm not gonna go out and spend $300 to $400 on a VR headset and then sign away all of my personal information to Facebook because they own Meta. Yeah, no.
All right, there you go.
But they also do mention the other Gundam project that's coming out from Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
Requiem for Vengeance. The game, the 6-episode series that was made entirely in Unreal Engine 5.
Yes,
And as somebody
I'm
who's
so
worked
looking
in
forward to
Unreal
this.
Engine 5, it's a bitch. It sucks. But good on them for making it look fucking amazing.
Alrighty. Moon, I want you to cover the next story because you're the one that is currently catching up on One Piece. There's no spoilers in this topic. It's just an announcement.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, the Egghead Arc's dub is going to debut on August 27th on the Microsoft Store and September 17th on Crunchyroll. So I'm waiting until September.
I mean,
Why the hell on Microsoft?
bro, by September, you're still not going to be caught up. So you're fine.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I mean,
but at least that's as far as the dub has got. So that's
in September.
I'm feeling good about that.
All right, so that's a little more than 2 months away. In September, I'm hoping that you'll at least be at Punk Hazard.
We'll see.
Yeah. Punk
I've been
Hazard,
watching a lot recently because I've had a lot of downtime.
Or to be fair, if you're not in Punk Hazard, you'll most definitely be stuck somewhere in the middle of Dressrosa.
So,
Dressrosa is the 100 episode arc.
Real quick, Legend Dubs does have a good point in chat.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have audiobooks, we should offer to produce them.
We can actually do that.
We could. By the way, that's Cody. Just so you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Why do you call him Legend Dubs? Just be like Cody said.
Hi, Cody. Because that's what the
If they don't have audiobooks, we can offer to do that. But that's a particular set of skills. That's a particular set of skills. I don't have money, but I need some. And I have a particular set of vocal skills.
Same.
That make me perfect for
like
reading
seriously
books.
Someone could we could actually if we wanted to do that we could
Yeah.
set up votes for people to decide what actors could read what.
Speaking of audiobooks, once again, just a plug, we're not sponsored. We're just I just like this novel, and it's going to be an audiobook that Moon will be checking out as well. The Beginning After the End, or T-Bait. All 10 volumes that have been released so far have audiobooks. If you don't fancy reading them yourself, you'd like them to be read to you, go check out the audiobooks over on Audible. Thank you very much.
Yep. Richie's already gifted me 4 volumes. It's nice. I haven't gotten there yet because I'm still finishing up Warhammer 40K series.
2
No,
volumes,
because it was
all
the
4? The publisher's pack is the first 2 volumes.
so?
I only got you publisher's pack 1.
Okay,
not
did you only do the
Publisher's
one
Pack 2.
publisher's
Yeah,
pack?
yeah.
Okay. I thought you did 2. You were talking about them both, so I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I think
But,
I
okay.
only got you
Either
the
way.
1. I couldn't do both at the time.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fair. That's fine.
On to the so look, another one that I want you guys to watch because it's just so interesting. This is all right. It's not one of those you die in the game, you die in real life. All right. So here's the premise of Shangri-La Frontier. Your main character plays VR games, but the types of games he play are like trash games, like the worst of the worst. Right? He plays absolute
a few of those.
shit tier games. But because he does that, and they're so difficult to get through, his VR gaming ability is crazy. So what happens when a guy who plays nothing but shit games enters into Shangri-La Frontier, literally the biggest of god tier games in the VR space? A guy that's used to like bugs and glitches and game breaking crap all over the place gets his hand on a game, jumps into a game that freaking works. And not only that, but the story goes crazy. And these people that have been playing forever and ever have not unlocked a lot of the special story events, and stuff starts unfolding when he goes in and starts playing and encounters some of the most rare and interesting stuff in this giant MMORPG. That's your premise for Shangri-La Frontier. It is fun, it's silly, and I mean, I gotta like it. You kind of have to like it. Well, Season 2 has officially been announced, coming out in October 13th specifically. So for those of you who are fans of this show like I am, honestly, I would highly recommend checking it out. There's so many shows coming out this fall that I'd be like, man, if we had the time, I'd like to review all of these. But we don't have the time, I don't think. But we will be going through a list of the shows coming out in the fall that we're going to actually talk about. Sadly, I don't think Bleach is going to be one of them because, you know, not all of us have access to viewing Thousand Year Blood War that easily. Also, I don't know who's actually a fan of Bleach in general. But yeah, this is another one of those shows that goes on for, I don't know, I think it was it 12 or 24 episodes? I think this was 24 episodes. And it was damn good. It was, the animation goes hard too. The animation, the story's interesting. I'm not gonna sit here and say that the story is amazing, but it's really interesting considering like stuff that's happening in the game and how crazy the game that he's playing actually is. So yeah, Shangri-La Frontier. But if you're wondering who your main character is, he's the guy with the bird head. That's him. He's the guy with the bird head that's basically naked.
I am bird person.
Before anyone asks, there is a specific reason why he's basically almost naked. There is a very specific reason. And
he played a lot of Dark Souls, didn't he?
No, he did not. That's not the reason. No, there is an actual awesome in-game reason for why he's basically in the buff. It's really interesting. Yeah, but I definitely recommend checking it out. This story goes the audio design in this is really, really good. And just like how they animated a lot of the stuff that happens in the game is just, you could tell they looked at SAO and they were like, that's cute. Hold my beer. This was such an interesting series. I'm glad it's getting a second season. And yes, I know, eyes are already rolling. I am reading the manga for it. Surprise, surprise. All right. Anybody here watched this series at all?
I need to watch season 2 onward.
You like Kaguya-sama's Love is War. What does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? Save it for the Oshi No Ko block. All right. Onward to Danmachi Season 5. Did not get a trailer for this one, sadly. No real trailer or preview stuff at the moment. But yeah, Warner Brothers was revealing during its Warner Brothers Japan panel an image for Season 5 of Danmachi. So a key visual was released. No release date at the moment. Oh, Egg Firm is going to be behind this. Egg Firm is the production company behind Mushoku Tensei. So Egg Firm is going to be working on Danmachi Season 5. So yeah, if you guys have not watched the first 4 seasons, highly recommend that you do, especially because Season 4 just goes off. Like, it's so good. Um, any thoughts on this? Any of you seen Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
I only watched season 1.
Well, hey, there you go. At least you saw it. All right. I didn't add this one in there, and I should have. Guys, really quickly, just want to point this out. I said that the My Hero manga was ending, and somebody actually said, no, they've got more. They're continuing. Well, look who was proven right. 5 chapters left. It is ending at the beginning of August. My Hero Academia is going through a 5-chapter epilogue, and then the series officially ends. Horikoshi said it. It is straight from the mangaka's mouth. The main story for My Hero Academia is coming to an end in just 5 chapters. So there you go. All right. Now, on the topic of what was actually posted, My Hero Academia, your next film, is screening in theaters in the U.S. in October, specifically October 11th. The film will open up in Japan on August 2nd, and then we get it on October 11th. So being just 1 month behind, not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
I don't think it's currently listing what theaters, but the studio also previewed the first 15 minutes of the film with the event that they did. The film will be available with English subtitles and dub releases. I wonder which ones
It's
are
actually
going to
2
get.
months.
I'm pretty sure the Alamo Drafthouse stuff will probably have them.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, because Sony owns those now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it does not say any specific theaters, but it is coming out in September. All right.
October.
Oh, sorry, October. Okay, so it's about 2-month delay, but that's way better than like a year to half a year.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchyroll has also announced that they are picking up Dr. Stone season 4, 3 or 4. I don't know.
It'll be the 4th.
No, it'll be the 4th season.
I'm pretty sure it's
Stone
the final
Future.
season too.
Yeah, it's the final season. It is Dr. Stone's Science Future. Crunchyroll has announced they will be picking that up.
Feature. Dr. Stone will build a future.
The 4th and final season of the Dr. Stone anime. It does not currently have a release date. So,
there's a sentence I never expected to read.
What?
About Dr. Stone.
What?
The anime premiered on Toonami in August 2019.
Oh wow!
I didn't know Toonami was still a thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they brought it back. I think a little bit before 2019. Yeah, it's on like every Saturday night. Yeah.
I don't have cable.
They're also bringing back.
Neither do I.
They're also bringing back the afternoon Toonami stuff, the old school afternoon Toonami block. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's once a week, but it's happening. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, being announced for the spring of next year, for Fire Force 3rd and final season debuts April 2025, with part 2 airing in January 2026.
Took way too goddamn long for this
There's
to come
a couple
out.
things I haven't seen in a long time.
So Fire Force season 3. I read the manga for a while, but there wasn't actually an official source, and it was just too annoying to try and keep up with it. So, season 3 is probably the one that I don't know anything about. I knew most of the content for season 2, but I haven't watched it, and that's on me. I need to get caught up and watch it. But yeah, season 1 was freaking fantastic. I loved it. I love Fire Force season 1. It was so much fun. If you have not checked out Fire Force, highly recommend it. It's just
interesting.
It is. I remember watching the first season at work at GameStop
Mm.
because one of the stores I used to work at was so dead where I
I
literally watched anime for 6 hours a day and got paid for it.
Nice.
hell yeah. I forgot this shared a universe with Soul Eater,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just like Oshi No Ko
Which,
shares the universe with Kaguya-sama
Lord.
Love is War.
mm-hmm. Seeing that moon and the skulls. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
good memories.
because it's the same mangaka.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, another one
My
that I'm
thing is
super,
because they
super
showed a
excited about.
normal looking.
Yeah,
Well,
at one point.
they showed a normal looking moon, but then it changes to that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued.
All right, guys. Another one that I'm super, super excited about and glad got announced at Anime Expo. We got a little teaser for season 2 of the Apothecary Diaries. Now, this was another 24 episode season for their first season, but damn, was it good. Like, this and Solo Leveling were were the main two things that I was watching during the winter 2024 series. Like, this started in the fall and ended in the winter. Damn, is this good. I can't sing enough of its praises, and I can't go into why I like it so much because I don't want to spoil for anyone who would potentially watch it. Just know that the characters are amazing. The animation is fantastic. The story is it's just choice. If you're looking for an anime to just kind of sit down and binge through, highly recommend this. It was annoying as fuck to watch weekly, and I'm so glad that by the time I checked it out, I was only 3 weeks away from the end. But yeah, binge all 24 episodes. Just go for it. This is such a good, like, Mei is just a really freaking great protagonist because she gives no fucks. It doesn't matter if she's at a brothel or in the heart of the palace. Mei gives no fucks. Oh man. And yeah, that's kind of how it is. Yeah, the first season of this series was directed by the guy that did Ancient Magus Bride, and you could tell just by some of the cinematography and the way that the animation is kind of directed. Like, yeah, you can see those touches. And if you're gonna be grabbing somebody from anything, Ancient Magus Bride is a good one to get. It is a good one to get from. All right, we are reaching towards the end of the block. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stories before we start jumping into the reviews. So let's go ahead and get these out of the way. As of the last episode of Mushoku Tensei, which we will not be reviewing, we're not going to do that. Sorry. We got the official tease at the very, very end that season 3 is already in production for Mushoku Tensei. I'm very, very excited for that. Knowing the story that is going to be covered in season 3, even more so. But considering how much conversation there was about Mushoku Tensei season 2, we even had some of this at our Anime Church panel, where people were like, "Was Rudy at fault? Was Roxy at fault? What's going on here? Is it good? Is it bad? Blah blah blah." Like, we had so many. Mm-hmm. Also, one other shout out. Once again, a shout out to the Jolene cosplayer. She and I think her partner cosplayed as Rudy and freaking
Sylphie, was it?
Sylphie. That's it. Sylphie. Yeah. I almost said Sylphiette, and I was like, no, he calls her something else. It's Sylphie. Yeah, he shortens her name. But yeah, that was she showed me that cosplay. That was adorable. I loved it. That's great. All right. So getting that out of the way. Next up, Demon Slayer anime gets a film trilogy adapting the Infinity Castle arc. Guys, if you've not seen season 4, the Hashira training arc, please do that, especially that last episode. These guys were here while I was watching it, and I gave them no explanations as to what the hell was happening. But they just looked
That's
at it.
okay,
They were
because
like,
I just finished watching it yesterday.
yeah. But they were looking at it, and they were like, that's freaking beautiful. Like, Ufotable goes hard, guys. And it's
When they
still
want to.
Ufotable doing the movies. Yeah. So it's
gonna be so good.
insane what is going on, not just from a visual perspective, but this was a really quick arc, which I knew it was going to be, when they're like, we're only covering the Hashira training arc. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be short. It was like, what, 7 episodes long? 7, 8 episodes? It wasn't much. It was not much. But yeah, also Moon recorded a little something for a Demon Slayer skit that I put together. It's silly. We're having fun with it. I got to get more people recorded, but yeah, we're gonna ball out on that. Speaking of which, Cody, hit me up. Let me know when you're free to record your lines. since you're kind of lurking. All right, let's get to an actual story, like a proper story. All right, people were panicking about a week ago when all of Rooster Teeth's stuff went down. We knew that Rooster Teeth was going away, but when RWBY was pulled from places like the Rooster Teeth YouTube channel, because that no longer is a thing that exists, and when it was pulled from Crunchyroll, because if Rooster Teeth isn't around, those licenses just go away. And everybody was panicking. There's no way to officially watch RWBY. Now, there were some people that were like having a laugh about it. They're like, RWBY's gone. Ha 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 ha. And literally just a couple of days ago, an announcement came up with Carrie Shawcross and Barbara Dunkelman announcing that Viz Media has officially picked up RWBY. Now, you can watch the video, of course, and we highly encourage you to do so. But there's also a bit of Q&A here, because I know you would have questions just as much as I would. Wait, what? Hang on. Is that link broken? What the what? Okay.
Take out Oshi at the end of it.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, you had
I had
you
typed the
had
thing.
you typed a thing that should not have been in there.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm hoping that link is not broken in the
It's not on their
In-
website.
on the YouTube description.
YouTube description, not sure. I'm checking that now.
Because otherwise, I'll just go in and fix it immediately.
It's broken on the YouTube.
Okay,
description.
gotcha. It's me trying to type too much stuff at the last minute today. Viz Media FAQ. I'm just going to post it like that. Save. All right, there's the actual link. It should be good. All right, RWBY finds a new home with Viz Media. And here are some of the FAQ stuff. What will happen to the official RWBY social media handles? The Twitter account and the Facebook page for RWBY will remain active for fans. These will be your best sources to follow for news. The official RWBY Japan Twitter account will also stay active. What does Viz have planned for the future of RWBY? Viz is exploring the production of new chapters in the RWBY saga and will make announcements as soon as we can. Has RWBY Volume 10 officially been confirmed? There's no news yet on a new season of RWBY. Please follow the social media for the latest updates. Will Viz use former production team members in the future? Carrie Shawcross, series showrunner and co-creator, will be involved with the next phase of RWBY. So, chances are good. Where will RWBY Volumes 1 through 9 be available to watch now that they're all kind of gone? Viz said, stay tuned for updates on where to watch. Viz is exploring wider distribution for the series, including home video releases, additional streaming platform releases, and more. So RWBY could end up Netflix, Hulu, as well as going back up on Crunchyroll. So many places. And guys, remember that Viz does have a lot of streaming stuff alongside Crunchyroll, so that wouldn't be too far-fetched. Will Ruby merch continue to be available? We have lots in store for future official Ruby merch, so stay connected to get updates. Will the Ruby original soundtracks be available to stream or to buy? Again, please stay tuned. What will happen to my Rooster Teeth subscription? Rooster Teeth has canceled all subscriptions to their fan service. If you have questions or concerns related to your account, please click and they give you a link for here to submit your request. So, yeah, there you go. Now,
You said you fixed the Viz FAQ link.
yeah, it should be.
Nope, it sends us to this video, the one we're making right now, to this stream.
Why is it?
You pasted the YouTube link for the stream
Jesus.
on the Viz.
Damn it,
God damn
Richie.
it. Why? I copied the damn thing.
Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up.
Yeah, there we go. It was about to happen. I literally copied the link. Why did it not go through? Okay, now I know it's now I know it's fixed. Now I know that it's fixed. Yeah, Viz. Yeah. So Viz has picked up Ruby, which, you know, I think we can officially say that since Viz Media has picked it up, Ruby is officially an anime. I think the debate has been squashed. It's now an anime. If you didn't think so before, it is now. Oh no. Okay. Hello bot. Thank you for joining. We appreciate the view. But yeah, there you go. That is all the information regarding Viz Media and Ruby for now. We will let you know when there are more updates. Guys, what do you think about this? Viz picking up Ruby and kind of saving it. I mean, I was hoping that somebody would. I was a little surprised to hear that it was Viz, but you know, it kind of makes sense.
I'm surprised as well, but I'm not upset about it.
I had my Palpatine moment. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
But a welcome one.
A welcome one. By the way, roses are red. The Jedi speak lies. You ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No, but I saw you have the book on him.
I do. I do have the book for Plagueis. Yeah. All right. Any other stuff you'll want to talk about for the Ruby news, or are we moving on to Moon's topic?
Go on to Moon.
All right, Moon, your turn. Let's talk about it.
Okay, at the Anime Expo, they announced the year of Shadow the Hedgehog. So they're making a new game, which is Sonic X Shadow Generations. And it looks like it's going to be retelling the story of Shadow, which that's going to be great. And also they've
Please
got a
give him his
skin.
pump action AR.
Do what?
Please give him his pump action AR.
Let's fucking go. No, they're probably not gonna do that. But they are actually putting some skins in the game, like the old design they originally had for him, which was apparently a lot more interesting because he has a scar over his face, and he has one eye is blind, but it's an amorphous eye, so that's explain that. But they showed off some cool original designs they had for him. How he, came to the design they currently have, which is amazing. And that's basically it. But yeah, they've got a few people reprising their roles. Kirk Thornton, I believe, is the voice of Shadow. Either that or he's one of the game makers. I can't remember. And Stephanie Sheh is reprising her role as Maria.
Oh, no, she's the new voice of Maria. But despite voicing Shadow for the past couple of years across different media, Kirk was never allowed to voice the character under these circumstances. He is looking forward to seeing how he could develop him further. So yes, this is the voice of Shadow.
Yay. Okay. But so this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I kind of hope it just focuses only on Shadow. Don't get me wrong. I love my blue hedgehog, but this one is the reason I started my love for the games. I ran around as the gunslinging hedgehog first, and then I was like, ooh, the blue hedgehog's fun too. And also, I cannot wait for the third movie. Keanu Reeves. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be wonderful. That's like perfect casting right there. My name is Shadow the Hedgehog. Whoa. I run on air. I think that's about all I got to say on that story. I'm just excited. I don't know if he's waiting on me or,
Not
I'm
sure
just.
either.
I had to finish
you?
watching a thing. All right,
You could have
so
said something.
couldn't say it because if I did, you probably would have heard more of what was going on in my headphones than you probably already did. Anyhow, last story that we got here is the new Rurouni Kenshin anime revealed their first promo video and returning staff for the second season, of course. But this is the Kyoto arc. This is the best arc in Rurouni Kenshin as far as I'm concerned. And I have all the manga over there. But yeah, I am like so here for this arc. Like it was whatever for the other stuff, but like this is what I'm really here for. This is what I'm super, super here for. The Kyoto arc is a banger. And this just watching the trailer, because I didn't get a chance to watch the trailer until now. I just realized that's what I was doing. I was watching the trailer. I'm so hype. And it's coming out this fall. So once again, another fall anime that I'm like, yes. We won't be reviewing it though. It's one of those ones where it's like they would have to have at least watched all of season 1, and I'm not making them do that. There's only so many anime we can keep up with in review. I'm thinking 3 is the max, and we're just testing that out right now. But yeah, usually we do 2, but I think this season there was no way. I mean, we had to keep covering Slime, but there was no way we weren't talking about Tower of God and Oshi No Ko. Those are the 2 big ones that we absolutely have to talk about because they're just, yeah. Alrighty. And that is the end of the actual block of news content. Now we're getting into the review stuff. So if you have not seen the new episode for Slime, the new episode for Tower of God, or the new episode of Oshi No Ko, there be spoilers ahead. The spoiler tag is coming up shortly. So we wanted to say to all of you who are heading out before we talk spoiler stuff, thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate your patronage. Speaking of patronage, we have a Patreon if you want to go check that out. Donate the amount that you're okay with donating if you can. And yeah, it really helps us out, keeps the editors fed, keeps the lights on, the basic stuff that is needed for this channel. And of course, if you like the content that we make here on this channel, please consider giving it a like, a subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more notifications. All right, there we go. I've done the typical YouTuber things. All right, spoiler tags coming up. There we are. We are now free to talk about the stuff. All right, so first off, let's since it's the most fresh in everybody's mind, first off, I was really, really surprised that they put like a 40-minute thing together for a sneak peek for Tower of God, which was basically the end of which was basically a recap of the final episode, and then half of the episode for this week's new Tower of God episode for season 2. So, when Moon said something about like, oh, I'm gonna watch it. No, I haven't watched it yet, but I need to watch it. I go, did you watch the preview video I sent you? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, then you've already seen half of the episode. But thoughts and impressions on this second episode, or rather the new episode of
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know. Second season is what I was thinking, and like episode came out because yeah. Wires crossed. Thoughts and
Um,
impressions about this episode. What are some of the standout moments? And did it meet any of your expectations?
let's go with Moon
Uh,
first.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't have too many expectations aside from
Okay.
like wanting to see where what's his name? Bon.
Bomb.
I think
Bomb.
yeah.
Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. How he kind of progressed and developed, which we did get to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, did we get to see that.
Oh yeah.
Uh
Not just in his abilities, but like his personality now, very very different.
and this new blonde guy with the ring is interesting to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a wimp. When he first grabbed that blue thing, my first thought was, is he about to throw that fucker into a Pokeball?
I think
That's
they
what it
make that
looked
joke
like.
in the manhwa a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Um, but it was really fun when he just walked into the room. I knew it was Bomb because y'all kept saying it whenever we saw the long hair, and so I'm sitting there like, oh shit, and then all the bodies lining the floor. Oh shit.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let
The
the
floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And yeah. Then we get the very interesting thing to me was the woman and the child.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, huh? How did they get here and how are they going to fare? And then when the child talked about how her parents went up the tower. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff in store for this season, and I'm very happy and intrigued. The fight scenes were amazing. The action was great. I enjoyed seeing Bomb just pull out the badass and just be like, I'm going to kill everyone in this room, starting with you.
Well, not kill them. Just knock them out.
Just
So that they
eliminate
get
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
eliminate
he
them.
did specifically say he was going to make them fail, not kill them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fenris, what are your thoughts?
Definitely met my expectations as somebody who read most of the manhwa.
I need to get caught up.
Um, I got a long ways to go if I want to catch up. 'Cause I was current until the train arc.
Oh God.
I know that was a while ago.
Yeah, there are several arcs after that, but the train arc is so good.
It was, and then the phone I had webtoons on died, and I forgot all my logging crap, and
Oh, that sucks
yeah.
because that really sucks because you can check out webtoons on your PC as well.
I need to remember which email
It's
address I used for that.
it's not just mobile. Just I know there's a lot of people that read webtoons mobile that think it's only mobile. No, you can check it on PC too.
But everything I remember from when Jewel was first introduced, I'm glad to finally see it animated.
Oh yeah, it's so
I
good.
can't wait for some of the future fights because those will get intense.
We're now technically officially in season 1. What we saw before was the prologue. We're now in season 1 of the manhwa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's also nice to see that they did make sure to keep part of his humanity intact.
Yes. All right. So as for me, I really wanted to get to Jewel Volley Grace quickly, but of course we had to spend time with the new guy. And it is a little sad that we don't get to see our old crew. But hey, we got Black Turtle. I'm good with that.
I'm glad with Black Turtle.
I'm good with Black
We, we,
Turtle.
we got to see glimpses. We got to see glimpses of the others. Got
Yeah.
to see some of, what was it, Blue Turtle? Was he blue?
Blue
Or
Turtle,
was he just
Yellow
white?
Turtle,
Yellow
I
Turtle.
Yes.
think Green Turtle.
And alligator. Or was
And
he
that
crocodile?
bitch. Anyway. But Lizard Princess.
Different
We got
words
to
I
see
can't
Lizard
say.
Princess. Yep. But there's so much. And then we also got to see a couple of princesses of Jihad.
Oh,
Now.
that's right.
3 princesses of Jihad. 2 new ones.
Yes.
2 new ones. I love that we've got the introvert gamer princess of Jihad.
Who's
Great.
no longer
Yeah, she
bored.
seems interesting.
Who is no longer bored because she like started looking at some information. She was like, oh, you're curing my boredom. I like this. Something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yee. We got introduced to Fug. F-U-G.
Not
Fug.
introduced, we got mention of them.
Well, in a way. I mean, we got a mention about Fug and the Slayer candidates and all that other stuff. Also, we are on floor 20, which is a whole different thing. And this is an E-rank exam. Not an entering the tower exam, which is what the previous exam was. As you can see, somebody's Shinshu abilities have gotten much, much better. And their combat ability, holy cow. So, I am satisfied with the action we've gotten, even though I know there's more to come. And it's so, just in this arc alone, there's going to be a lot more to come, and it's going to be nice. All right. Let's talk about that
Question,
OP and
Richie.
ED. Oh, okay, go for it.
How long do you think it'll be until they get to the train?
It'll be a while because there's at least a couple of arcs between those. Quite a few arcs. Because we've got the tournament arc. We've also got the reunion arc. There's quite a few arcs before we get there because yeah, I don't want to go too far into it, but the train is pretty. Isn't it called the Hell Train?
Yep.
The Hell Train arc. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the OP and ED. Fuck, what bops.
Absolutely.
Those.
Fantastic.
I'm going to have to go back.
And hell,
I absolutely
just the
love
music in the background was also amazing. Like,
So-
I'm sitting there watching the episode, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, let's go.
The ending video itself, I love that they just took panels of the manhwa for it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I feel like any anime
Did
based
you actually
off of
watch the
manhwa-
credits?
No, it's not that. No, I did watch the credits. I did. That was awesome. Yeah. No, I was saying what to Brandon Wong's thing. I like to call it Tower of Gender Bend with the anime thumbnail of season 2. What? No, that's literally what he's supposed to look like. They're not gender bending anybody.
He just has long hair.
It's been 6 years, my guy.
Yes, 6 years.
That's how they're showing.
And he
how
didn't
much time
cut
has
his
passed
hair.
by yeah, he did not cut his hair. They're not gender bending. There's none of that nonsense being done. That's literally pulled from the manhwa. Like
we are not playing. Shit. What is that? Comfair. We're not playing Comfair.
Yeah, this is literally just protagonist thinks he's dingy with his broke state. The blonde guy definitely is not the protagonist.
Oh no,
yeah,
he thinks he is.
He thinks he is.
He was. He was there so we could see someone in kind of a similar position to what Bam was before.
Too. That's how it went in the manhwa. Like we followed him for a while until we got to Bam, and then there's like, you put it in. That's why I put it in quotes. The quotes didn't show up.
The protagonist.
Yeah. Oh, the protagonist. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was talking about the other thing. Yeah.
I am interested in the tower weight loss plan, though.
Yeah. You want to lose some
weight?
Let's pull out some organs.
I paused it and read the entire the description of it again.
Yeah.
It's like, God. You can lose up to 50 kilos in 3 days.
Yeah.
You can lose a lot more than that.
A lot. Yeah, but what those kilos are attached to is the problem. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to both of them again because, like, holy crap. All right, let's move on to another one. All right, I have listened to this opening so many times now. I'm not the biggest fan of the ED. Like, I think the ED for season 1 was way better. But the opening, like, even though it's not, I don't think that the opening for season 2 is as good as
it's
Idol.
not.
It's still damn
Idol.
good.
It's damn good.
It's
It just
really
doesn't. When I listened to it, didn't give me the same level of excitement as Idol did.
Well, Idol broke fucking boundaries left and right. So like if they pulled that off with this season 2, like something's in the water over there, you know. But
But
I mean,
with
even for an anime opener, it's not bad. Like it's in the top
Oh,
10
yeah,
of anime openers.
it's not bad, but it's going to forever be compared to Idol.
It will, but it'll also get compared to Bling Bang Bang Born as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because that happened.
But here's my thing with
well.
this. Yeah, here's my thing with this. It's good for this season. We know what's going to happen.
Is just good overall. The song is good overall.
I mean, yes.
The OP.
But I'm talking about in terms of like in terms of like how Idol was this big giant thing. It got the anime out there, spread it around because everyone started listening to that song and talking about it. And B, it just kind of was big, just like the anime was a lot bigger than any of us thought it would be.
How tied to the anime the OP for Idol was. Yeah.
Yep.
Like the lyrics and everything. It was crazy. All right. But go for it.
Yeah, with this current song, I don't know about the lyrics just yet. I haven't read the English lyrics, but like it sounds like it's kind of on that. Hopefully, yeah. But it sounds like it's kind of on like a similar level because like with the first season, it was very big, it was very profound. There was just all this stuff happening. With this season, it is going to be a bit more sustained. We've got a lot more just kind of minute stuff sort of happening. We've got a direct path finally, and so I feel like this song just kind of matches the same energy the season's going to have. It's still up there. It's still good.
Visually, I think the opening is really, really good. There are definitely key moments that stand out, like when Aqua and Ruby are climbing up the stairs and then they take off the masks. Show their previous lives. That was like, oh, that hit hard. Also, want to go ahead and point out, this is one of the few OPs where they show stuff, they tease stuff that's going to be in the season, but nothing spoilery. It's just like, hey, this character, wonder who that is. No context for what the hell is going on. And it's so interesting. It's so interesting. And I mean, if you're a manga reader, you know, when they tease certain characters and stuff, you're like, oh shit, they're covering that. But if you're not a manga reader, if you're an anime only, you're safe to watch the opening. That's what's really cool. Also, High Dive does this thing where they will do just the Japanese, like they'll do the lyrics in Japanese one week, and then the next week they'll give you the English translation of the lyrics.
Yep.
So first week we got it all in Japanese. So next week, if they're keeping with their convention of how they do the subtitles, we will be getting the official translation this Wednesday.
So I just noticed a fun thing about the opening. Y'all, you know when they're in that theater showing I and everyone watching it? Yeah. How many people are in that theater?
When it's with I, all right. When it's I dancing, it's only 4.
No. I'm talking about like it's in the middle of the song. They're in a theater and it's cuts to each of their faces and then shows a wide shot of them. How many people are in that theater?
Hold on. Is this the part in the middle where I is up on stage dancing and mouthing the lyrics? There are 4 people in there. It is the president, his wife, Aqua, and Ruby.
So that's not quite what I'm talking about, I don't think. Okay, so that happens just after. There is a specific shot. It's like when they're looking at the videos of I holding Ruby and Aqua. And it cuts to each of their faces, and then it cuts to a shot of all of them sitting kind of sadly. There's a 5th person.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until just now. He's off to the side next to the president's wife. Or no, I guess she's the president now, isn't she?
They here's the thing. It can't be the father because he hasn't been revealed yet. Like not even hinted at. Yeah, we're not at that part of the story. So what it most likely is the brother.
Can't tell. So when it cuts to the president, right? You can actually see his chin. And all we know is he does have stubble. And he has blonde hair because you can kind of see it off to the side.
Not necessarily. Okay, the stubble. I don't think he's necessarily blonde, but the stubble, yeah, that gives me brother vibes. And people who are
Yeah.
wondering what I'm talking about, you'll learn. It's in the thing.
I'm gonna
Beat
put
is
a
making
put
possible.
a
Now let's talk about the
yeah.
actual episode. Holy crap! What a way to start the episode with the introduction of the characters for the play that they're doing, and like all the lighting effects and everything. This is what I'm talking about when the anime like brings a new level of like a new level of like presentation to what the manga put out there. Like the manga is good. Don't get me wrong. The manga will captivate you. Absolutely. But the anime, because all of this is based around productions visually and the visual and audio productions, stuff like that. Like you need those other two things. Like reading it is one thing, watching it is something completely different. And they're adding more stuff than was originally in the manga too. So that introduction thing did not happen in the manga. That's just some extra stuff that they put on there to just spice it up for you.
When they had everybody sit down in the theater, I thought, okay, this is the brand new opening because it would fit the show, and then yeah, they introduced Tokyo Blade.
How many of you literally, like, as we were watching the beginning of the introduction to the characters for Tokyo Blade, how many of you felt like you were sitting in the theater with everybody else? Did it not feel kind of like that?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that
really
was
nice.
so good. Such a great touch on that. All right. So what are some other things that really stuck out to you in this episode?
So there's a lot of things that can kind of be conveyed a bit better or a bit more interestingly
In the
when
anime
it's
versus the
anime
manga?
versus the manga, because when Aqua is talking about how he doesn't want to be an actor, like especially because we've read farther ahead, you can sit there and kind of hear like the disdain he has for the position he's in. He's just like, I'm just here to get what I need. And everyone's like, no, you're a great actor. You should be doing that. And it's like, yeah, of course I'm a great actor. I'm acting like I want to be here.
Yeah. Well, there's also, all right, so another thing that I think they did that just took it an extra level above what the manga did is the when they're rehearsing and the protagonist comes up and starts doing his lines and he steps forward and you get those paint effects from the sword fight and everybody's kind of watching it and their reactions and stuff. And like my favorite part was you're looking at oh fucking hell, what's her name? Is it Kana?
Kana.
Which one?
Yeah.
Kana, yeah, the red-haired one.
Yeah, when she has like kind of a split thing, like on one side you can see her and on the other side you see the character she's playing. And then we turn back to the guy and he's completely that character. And not only that, but like hearing him talk and then hearing him speak as the character, if you pay attention, those are two completely different voice types that he is. It's the same guy, but like the way that they speak are very, very different. So like you can easily tell by just listening when he's in character and when he's just the actor doing it.
Which
also,
is always fun.
I love this arc just for one other small detail. It's a redemption for Melt because of how badly he messed up the Sweet Today.
And when the mangaka came in for that, it was like, Ruby,
like,
you're so great. Or no,
Ruby, you're so great.
Aqua.
Aqua, you're so great.
Arima, you were wonderful. Hi, senpai. Oh,
who are you?
Hi.
No, she knows who he is. She fucking does not like him for how much he ruined. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. Like, at least at this point, he knows he done messed up and that he should have actually put some effort into it. He was just trying to
Mm-hmm.
skate by on his pretty face, and his face ain't that pretty. But yeah, the characters that we're meeting, all of this new stuff that's going on, like they're just like you could tell. All right, so for most anime, when they have like that amazing, spectacular fight scene or that intense scene where you're like, oh, so that's where the budget went. No. That's every single frame of Oshi No Ko. Their budget is poured into that. Like, holy crap. It is dripping with budget. I can't wait.
And
I am so excited.
It is so great. It is so great because like a lot of it is just kind of talk. It is just kind of explaining what's happening, but that's also because like it's explaining the anime media industry as a whole in parts.
Well, I mean, the entertainment industry in Japan, like right now we're hearing
Entertainment,
yeah. Right now we're hearing kind of like the difference between about adapting something for a different medium. So if you take like in this case the manga to a stage play, you know, certain things have to be adapted differently. And I like how many people were like, when the mangaka for Tokyo Blade showed up and she was saying her stuff at the end, they were like, oh, she's gonna bring up how badly they messed up the character, like Akane was trying to do. And then she's like, no, I need you to rewrite the whole damn thing. Oh, they're like, huh? I love that. That's
that was on what?
Funny thing
Day
is,
5 of rehearsal.
oh yeah,
So they have
Oh, yeah.
25 days to rewrite it and do rehearsals.
And the funny thing is though is that she's trying to say the same thing. She just doesn't know how to say it.
Yes, because she is absolutely socially inept. Yeah. This is a hikikomori trying to explain to a director that you done messed up. You know, or to
no, not even the director, the scriptwriter.
The scriptwriter that you done messed up. So, really looking forward to the next episode. I don't have to wonder. I've heard a lot of the anime only crowd talking about this episode and what could potentially be coming up. And all three of us have read the manga at this point, at least past this arc. So we know what's coming. So we're not going to be doing any theorizing. So here's what we want from you. If you are not reading the manga at present, if you don't know anything about this arc, if you are anime only, I want to know not just what you thought about this episode. I want to know what your thoughts are for upcoming episodes. I'm really excited to hear about that. So let us know what your theories and ideas for what's going to be happening next episode are in the comments down below. Really want to hear it. Alrighty. Last but not least, let's get to the fun one. We were watching Oshi No Ko. We were watching Tokyo Blade. Yeah, that's that. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Because we did step out of Tokyo Blade. Like, okay, for the very beginning, 100% agree. We were absolutely watching Tokyo Blade, which was great. Animation wise, season 2 has better OP than season 1 of Oshi No Ko for the OP. Ooh. Now, if you're talking about the full opening that they released with Idol, that's where we'll have a difference of an opinion. But I do think the animation goes really, really hard on the opening for Oshi No Ko. I think it was really well done. I don't remember the ED.
Also, the way it ends.
The ED for season 2
just does not compare to season 1.
I kind of skipped it.
The ED and even the ending.
The end of the opening, though.
Or the ending credits just.
Yeah. The ending for Oshi No Ko season 1 was so good, especially because like of how that lead in to the actual song as they're like getting the last little beats of the anime was so well done. It makes no sense if Akane commenting about Kana's acting skills saying, I believe I never knew her to be selfish. I think you have, Akane, and you've said it. Oh, season 1. No. Yeah. She knows her to be selfish. It's just that over time, Kana started like matching her acting with whoever she was acting with. And so a lot of the time, the people that she was acting with sucked. And so she had to tone down her acting. But now the guy that is acting opposite with her is like
someone on the same, if not higher level.
Top tier caliber, and if she can just, he was like, stop holding back, let's go, and then they just do it, they just act it out, and it's like we're not even really watching all of the performance, and we're just pulled into it. It's such good acting. She brings out her A game and shows everybody, hey, yeah, bitch, I still got it. I still got it. So yeah, guys, I love how
again,
right
that
before
scene
that
was so
happened,
wonderful.
I love how right before that happened, one of the guys was commenting about how they felt bad for her because like Akane as Princess Sayu was gonna pull in so much attention, and it ends up being the opposite. And we were like, oh no, this is a whole different thing. All right, any last minute thoughts? This
I kind of just want to dissect
feast.
that one scene even more.
This was a feast for the eyes.
I love
That's what
it.
I'm gonna say. This
It
was this was visually impressive and visually creative, and I am here for it, and I want more of that throughout the season. There's so much good stuff coming. I love how they represent certain things. Of course, I love the story that's being told, but there's so much more content that's coming. Like we haven't even dug anywhere near deep into this, not just from the play aspect, but from certain characters, things we're going to learn about, new characters, old characters. And yes, if you think that this whole thing is going to focus on Aqua, oh no. There's some Ruby stuff coming up too. Trust me on this. As a manga reader, hopefully we'll see Ruby's attitude, let's say, make it in this season. Also true. All right. That's going to be our recap and thoughts about Oshi No Ko. Let's get to the fun stuff. It's slime time. We got dungeon time. Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love this just because we see
It's
how
so good.
So out of all
for
this, I only have one thought on this entire episode. It was ruined by slime episode 1 for me. It's when Veldora's in the dungeon, he's going like releasing his aura. My first thought was, "This is awesome." I'm just like, I can't watch it. I can't look at Veldora the same because of slime abridged.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This was a lot of fun. This was the dungeon episode. I love how much of a sap we got to see that Veldora actually is. He's just so easy to get. Like Rimuru has this dragon wrapped around his finger. It's great. But yeah, we literally finally the anime onlys get to see the dungeon and get the explanation of the dungeon and realize just how unbelievably broken Ramirez actually is. And this is stuff that we've been reading, that I've read twice, that I was really excited about. When they announced season 3, they kept teasing and showing the Hinata rematch, and I'm like, that's not the important thing. The important thing, I'm excited because that means we're finally getting the dungeon. Now, there are some people that think we're going to get through the Founders Festival pretty quickly. And
no, it's going to take a minute.
And that we're actually going to get book 10 finished by the end of season 3. Which is possible. It's possible.
I'm thinking it's going to take maybe another episode or 2 of the build up to the festival, and then the Founders Festival should probably take like 2 or 3 episodes itself.
Probably 4. I'd say 4. But
yeah, 4
there's
makes
enough.
Sense.
There could be enough there that we get through book 10, and if we do get through book 10, buddy, we start next season. We start season 4 with book 11. We get to go through 12 and 13. We get to start with the we get to start with the Chloe arc, and then we get to move on to the Empire making its moves. Not only that, but we get to finally get the 3 demonesses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bro, I really want volume 11 because we get the 3 demonesses, but literally once we get to volume 12, that's when Guy just busts in and goes, "What the hell, Rimuru?" Why am I getting reports of Blanc and Violet and Jean? He was like, "What?
Wait, Rimuru sipping tea with all 3 of them? What do you mean?"
Wait, he's like, "Wait, you mean Testarossa, Ultima, and Carrera? You named them? Yeah, we mean Blue Kirby. Yes. But yeah, the dungeon is 100% the reason I wanted season 3, and I'm so glad we're finally there.
And I still love the nonchalance. They're like, yeah, we can throw all these traps in here. It won't be a problem at all. This should be very easy.
Then we get to can you make an ice field and like a volcano? Moody, impossible. Nope, can't do it. No,
Too much.
Just deadpan. Nope. Just
And
the
then
amount of
mill 'em.
energy needed to be expended. It can't. Also, I love the reaction to testing the resurrection bracelet on freaking
Beretta.
poor Beretta.
Yeah, Beretta.
Beretta go through so much stuff, but also the transferring of the ownership of Beretta from Rimuru to Ramirez. That was so heartwarming. That was way more heartwarming than I thought it would be. It was so good.
It was cute.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm so here for all the dungeon shenanigans we got up to, and I loved watching people check this out and react to it, because they're like, holy shit, Rimuru's building his own video game, and I'm like, yes, he is literally building an RPG dungeon crawler. That is what happens here, with a sprinkling of MMO in
hear the Final Fantasy sound in there once, just a victory sound.
We will hear.
Please.
But yeah, we got to see Veldora's room, the massive amount of manga that's in his room. Holy crap. That was insane. Bruh.
Yep.
Also,
and then they both rolling on the bed. That was hilarious.
When they changed his cave, when they changed the basic cave bare bones thing, I love Veldora goes in, sees the cave, he's like, Rimuru? Yeah, no, this isn't good enough. And he's like, well, what if we change it to this? And and I'm like, yeah, that's proper. I love how Rimuru's able to just use Veldora's otaku side to just kind of get him into everything. It's so funny. Like, once he started doing those Hadokens and the Kamehameha, Rimuru was like, yeah, I know exactly what buttons to push here.
And of course, releasing his aura.
Oh yeah, I love that, because like somebody that was reacting to it said, all right, he's gonna do it. He's releasing his aura. All right, get ready to go Super Saiyan, and he busted out like that. And for a second, it does feel that way, but then we see like the magical power just going down the hallways, and like how that intertwines with the dungeon, and is gonna build the monsters and make them tough and everything. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I love that the anime is finally here, and we get these big explanations where we're like, and they're like, oh my god, this dungeon's so impressive, from like the reaction community, and I'm like, you haven't even seen its full capabilities yet. This dungeon is broken. So broken.
We still got a few more things to talk about. Oh boy.
There's still surprises in the dungeon up to this point where we were at in the light novels. There's still some of those going on. Yeah. Again, this was the episode I was looking forward to. It did not disappoint. It was the fun episode, the absolute fun episode.
Yeah. Don't worry. They'll actual dungeon a bit later.
Yeah. Right. All right. Any last minute thoughts before we wrap things up and end here?
No.
All right, man.
Yeah.
We're not going to be doing ratings or any of that stuff. We just gave our thoughts and moved on, and that was that. So,
got to nerd out for a bit, and that was good enough.
We did. It was a lot of fun checking that stuff out. All right, spoiler tag coming down, guys. Thank you so much. That is the end of our show. We told you it was a long one. We started a bit late because we had to catch up on some things. But
to be
even
fair, we
with
only
that,
went out about like 15
over
extra minutes.
2:15, yeah, not too
Or
long.
no, it's 45.
Actually, it was a lot shorter than.
Well,
I thought
sometimes
it
we
was
end at
gonna
5:30. So
be. Yeah.
Well, with the new format where we're not reading the articles and just summarizing them, that definitely helps.
That helps a lot. Like if we were reading the articles, there's no way.
We'd still be here. We'd still be halfway through.
We would be like through half of it.
Still be in the news area. So I like this format better, guys. Let us know if you like this format of anime news, anime church better. We really want to know. Sound off in the comments and give us your thoughts. That being said,
Also, we started with Philly D. We should probably end with Philly D. So hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
or I'll punch you in the throat.
Throat punch Thursdays.
Throat punch Thursdays. All right, or I'll punch you in the throat. That having been said, guys, thank you so much for coming to Anime Church. I am Reese Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
Shame.
And I'm Fenrir Sauer, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
And that is it for us. We will see you next time. Actually, in just a little bit over on our Twitch channel, make sure to come by there. We're going to be reading and acting out the manhwa for Solo Leveling, and it's at some really interesting parts of what was teased in Season 2. So, if you want to come by, check all that out. We'll see you then. Take care, and bye-bye for now. Link in the doobly-doo for the Twitch channel. Bye!
Bye-bye.